Have you ever wondered what happens when you die? Do you think there is something beyond this physical reality? Do you believe in heaven, hell, or reincarnation? If you do, you are not alone. Many people have reported having extraordinary experiences when they were close to death or in a state of clinical death. These experiences are called near-death experiences, and they can change your whole perspective on life. But what are near-death experiences exactly? How common are they? What do they feel like? What do they mean? And what can we learn from them? These are some of the questions that will be answered in this video based on the latest scientific research and personal testimonies. So buckle up and get ready for a mind-blowing journey into the unknown. Near-death experiences are profound personal experiences that some people have when they are close to death or in a state of clinical death. Clinical death is when the heart stops beating, the lungs stop breathing, and the brain stops functioning. It is the point of no return for most people unless they are resuscitated within a few minutes. But for some people, clinical death is not the end. It is the beginning of a new adventure. They may experience various sensations such as detachment from the body, feelings of peace, seeing a bright light, meeting deceased relatives, or having a life review. Let me give you some examples of what near-death experiences, or NDER, have reported. These are real stories from real people who have been on the brink of death and came back to tell the tale. One NDER was a 19-year-old woman who attempted suicide by overdosing on pills. She lost consciousness and was taken to the hospital, where she flatlined for several minutes. During that time, she felt herself floating above her body, watching the doctors trying to revive her. She then entered a tunnel of light, where she met her grandmother, who had died a few years earlier. Her grandmother told her that it was not her time to die and that she had to go back to her body. She then felt a jolt and woke up in the hospital bed, feeling grateful for a second chance at life. Another NDER was a 42-year-old man who suffered a heart attack while driving. He crashed his car and was thrown out of the window. He felt a sharp pain in his chest, and then everything went black. He then found himself in a beautiful garden, surrounded by flowers and trees. He felt a presence of love and peace, and heard a voice saying, "Welcome home, my son." He realized that he was in the presence of God, and that he had died. He felt a surge of joy and bliss, and wanted to stay there forever. But then, he heard another voice saying, "It's not your time yet. You have to go back." He then felt himself being pulled back into his body and woke up in an ambulance, with paramedics trying to save him. He later recovered from his injuries and became a more spiritual and compassionate person. A third NDER was a 7-year-old girl who drowned in a swimming pool. She was underwater for about 10 minutes and was clinically dead for another 10 minutes. During that time, she felt herself leaving her body and flying into the sky. She saw a bright star and flew towards it. She then entered a realm of light where she met a being of light who she recognized as Jesus. He hugged her and told her that he loved her. He then showed her a panoramic view of her life from birth to death. He explained to her the purpose and meaning of her life and the lessons she had to learn. He then told her that she had to go back to her body because she had not completed her mission yet. He said that he would always be with her and that he would see her again when it was her time to die. He then kissed her and sent her back to her body. She then woke up in the hospital, surrounded by her family. She later grew up to be a happy and healthy person with a strong faith and a sense of purpose. These are just some of the many stories of near-death experiences that have been documented and studied by researchers. They are not isolated or rare cases. They are part of a global phenomenon that has been reported by millions of people around the world from different cultures, religions, and backgrounds. But how can we explain these experiences? Are they real or hallucinations? Are they evidence of the survival of consciousness after death, or of a higher dimension of reality? Or are they caused by changes in brain function during the dying process, such as lack of oxygen, release of endorphins, or activation of the temporal lobe? These are some of the questions that scientists and philosophers have been debating for decades, and there is no definitive answer yet. They conclude that near-death experiences are nothing more than the brain's way of coping with the threat of death, and that they have no implications for the existence of an afterlife or a soul. As you can see, there is no consensus among experts on how to interpret near-death experiences. They are still a mystery that challenges our understanding of life and death. But regardless of what you believe, there is no doubt that near-death experiences are fascinating phenomena that can offer valuable insights into the human condition and the meaning of existence. They can teach us about the importance of love, compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude. They can inspire us to live more fully, authentically, and joyfully. They can also help us to face our own mortality and to overcome our fear of death. If you learn something new about near-death experiences, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of new uploads. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring. Bye for now.